everybody, I am Sogijin and welcome to Rogue Trader or Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. But I'm sure everybody's seen this, at least the people watching this video probably would have already seen it. Let me just see if this, go a little bit lower on the music because it's kind of loud. The SX to 55. There we are. Let's start a new game. Never played this game before, or pretty much any Warhammer. Well, not exactly. Like, I've played mods on different games, but never an actual title. Ooh, there's a Void Shadows. Oh, you gotta purchase a DLC, huh? Okay, we'll just go normal difficulty. Dodge modifier. Okay, well, I don't know what all these. I'll just leave everything what they are. Go to normal. We can try a harder difficulty next time or something. Hecata, Darius, or Bahadur. Warriors are combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess, capable of dealing high damage in close quarter combat and withstanding heavy amounts of damage. They also excel at drawing enemies' attention from less defended allies. So this is like the tank. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defenses. None of what can withstand an attack from an operative. Core focused, precise single attacks, defense penetration, area debuffs, and constant firing position. Analyzes exposed weakness, dismantling attack. The soldier. A soldier is a master of all ranged weapons, quickly able to assume an advantageous position from where they stand, ready to rain fire down on the enemy while well trained in a highly diverse range of arms. A soldier is particularly proficient in blasting their targets with burst fire and area weapons. Core focus movements, range attacks, cover, dodge, burst fire, area attacks. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Go with that as my. Oh, it just like actually puts a dude in there. So, yeah, it did put a chunk of luck up in there. What the hell? It's hilarious. It's actually pretty cool. I want to go with this dude though, Mr. Moustache. Well, he's got the goat. I wish this was connected because I don't really like this facial hair. But you can do custom portraits apparently. Here. Guess it don't really matter, right? He's grown out his beard since the portrait was taken. I'll say that much. Do one there. On the left. Augmentations. What the heck is even that? Like, oh, it's a frontal for the Empire, I guess. Holy crap. Nah, he's gonna be.
I'll see you destroyed.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
Excellence matters.
Yep. Alright, found his voice. Homeworld, Death World. Gives strength, toughness, agility, less than intelligence. Void World is intelligence, agility, fellowship. So that's like leadership, right? Represents the ability to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, and befriend them. Okay. Humanity's finest. Oh gosh. We'll go to the death world. And I won't be persuasive or intelligent, but that's fine with me. Basic skill. Complexity with all forms of ranged weapons. A high ballistic skill indicates characters of Deadeye. So we get medicine, perception. Weapon skill, fellowship. Ballistic skill. Okay, the weapon skill is close combat. Tap. Coercion and persuasion, intelligence, fellowship. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna go with this first one, remedial tactics. Okay, let's go with that then. Lower Imperium, athletics. Lustrous glory. He's gonna be a soldier, so why wouldn't he? Darkest hour. A commander-in-chief with disastrous military command, you were buried in shame. Captured by Hitex, you suffered unbearable torture at the hands of humanity's enemies. Very nice. You lost your entire regiment to the Immaterium during a Gellerfield failure, yet you yourself emerged unscathed. Let's go with coercion. The firearm mastery. Okay, so it's ballistic still. Measures quickness, reflect the height, generally allows care to manipulate and dictate. Okay. I don't know how. Okay, we'll have to go beyond 45, so we go 45 here. I don't know. I want big health, big hit, sword class, frigate. Patient fortune. Mercy of the stars. I like that. Let's go with that. Edit name. So Cajun. Apply. Now we can finally actually get into the game. I don't know exactly how long I've taken during this process. It couldn't have been too long, right? Let's see here. If I can get the exact time, I'll check it. Okay. So it only took like 10 minutes to do that. Alright, let's try this. I'll read as much as I have to in this game. I know some of it's voiced and some is not. Didn't see the hidden key down here at the right hand side. Also, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I'll be watching, or Happy Holidays, whichever you prefer. I know not everybody is celebrating Christmas. Big door.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
All this ostentatious luxury, laughable pretense is enough to make one think the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
I prefer to serve by acting, not speaking.
That is commendable, quite so. However, there are many, many who believe that toils in his name start with diligence in choosing one's own words. Remember that when next you are presented with the privilege of conversing about him with loyal servants of the Imperium. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Rogue Trader, a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy to benefit mankind. Lieutenant General Sokijin, Scorpio Grimal, commander of the 8th Army of Scathian Gennarius.
My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander.
Astra Militarum, the primary combat force in the first line of defense of the Imperium, known as the Imperial Guard.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
You say the rogue trader's heir, so there's another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
The Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
That's laws. Okay.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Oh, suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Warrant of trade, the sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of the rogue trader throughout the galaxy. While I am aboard this vessel.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I'm the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Okay. I assume you had some gold in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrat von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Yeah.
Victory awaits.
Interactable objects somehow can be interacted with a special way. They are marked with icons. Icons used. Okay. Bunch of chicken scratch, clearly. That's information I can't even cooperate at this moment. Greetings, my lord. I'm guessing this was the way. Saving.
A new challenge for me?
Open the gate. Ooh, I look good.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Why would we do that? Oh,
What's happening?
Oh shit! They're shanking people.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Dang. More people just getting pieced up. He's got a bunch. There, guys. Let's see what's going on here.
Death will find you soon
You've been
enough.
ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim dark future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds. Fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer. Alright. Start the battle. Damn, he hit for 29? What the hell? How about is a turn-based grid? Okay, that's movement. Got it. Make use attacks. Spend action points. Okay, action point stuff. Okay, I got it. Boom. Wow, he missed.
All too easy.
Hit space, then turn. I can't believe I missed so badly there. This dude's just gonna get up. Oh, well, that person's dead.
Nothing I can't watch and learn.
Run and gun. So there's everybody's just gonna get iced up here.
Not a problem for me.
5. Oh, I get multiple shots off.
There's nowhere to hide.
He's gonna come over here now. Oh, good dodge.
Die!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Yeah, unless you're the one with the plan. I don't trust anybody at this point. You didn't do shit during that fight. You were just analyzing and you didn't do one attack. You did one thing when it got in your face.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I don't trust that even more now. What are you doing? You're staying here getting rid of your, the evidence of the tampering? I don't trust you, Mr. Kurad.
None shall stand in my way.
That's an alloy. Some type. I don't need to check this stuff. At least people survived, I guess.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
What?
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Listen in silence.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
Theodora nods in your direction.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
Well, what do you mean? I was quiet.
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
Theodora tilts her head and her lips and stretch into a cold smile. The rogue trader regards you with a look of imperious, predatory oppressiveness.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
I have a 7% chance here. 77 on that. Oh, so these are already succeeded. That's what they're saying. There are always ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 5 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it would give us an answer.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or I will have you, or you will live to regret the consequences.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
I don't know just yet. I hope you will clarify.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
The guide, the ruler, the highest power to which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth. Oh.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I am ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
This is, yeah, double. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you? Espionage Master, the one who has his ears everywhere and all the information. Of course, he's probably gonna say it like but this is what I think it is. He's gonna try to kill her, me, and the other heir.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Yeah. So he is still an heir. Like, you might have said it can't be, but if you're dead, it doesn't matter. Thank you for clarifying. One of those, does that mean there's other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask questions now? Comes to life, all you can hear is
I have some
unintelligible
time before
noise.
the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
A sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. Warp, an alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Aether, the Sea of Souls, and Warp Space. Where is the ship headed?
The Rycad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rycad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars.
Yep.
Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
I have no more questions. I'm not gonna do this option because it's like, hey, you're sucking up too much, dude.
In that case, I shall head to...
Oh, shit's going on.
Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
When you said new blood, she glanced at me. Oh, it's a Q. See, I knew there was some shit happening, dude. Those are humans. Or maybe not. Well, yeah, they got... Damn, can I get one of those guns? I got a freaking...
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Initiative.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Well, goodness. Theodora.
Touch
Kill.
me!
Are we murdering people? Ooh, he double killed. Nice kill.
Reduce to
Dang,
dust.
he is murdering.
Break their morale. Get to the heritage.
Okay. That was explosive.
Chaos guides me.
Tried to...
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, he tried to shoot me, but he missed. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with shields. Okay, yeah, so it's like...
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
I don't know if I need to use anything right
Suits
now.
my purposes. Nothing I can't do. I'll pass.
Crush the fever!
Heretic cutthroat, shooting, missing.
Death to the weak.
Bro, melee guys over here taking a... You guys are gonna be dead, though. As soon as he fucking... Oh, no, you didn't. Me and melee is probably a bad idea. Oh, crap!
Imperium!
One
And
fewer time.
he's like, end. Charge. Cleave.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, you guys, Phew.
For the glory of the Imperium. Out of my way.
Oh, he actually got a hit. Positive effect appears to receive a temporary positive effect from an ally. Capabilities, okay. Nah. I'm trying to shoot. She got him.
Follow my lead.
I need a better gun than this pistol. Hey,
Weapon at the
you
ready.
should just finish him.
Die!
Whoa. I didn't even get a kill in that fight. That was bad.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Mutiny
Didn't
bastard.
bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Understood. Can I...
Follow my lead.
Is there any, like, stuff to... Can I... No, I'm not allowed to loot. What? Come on, dude. Let me loot.
I won't tolerate weakness.
No, people shooting over here. Oh, someone from behind is getting them.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Yeah, I do also have suspicions, Mort.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Yeah, that was weird. Why is that your response?
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
He's not gonna report shit to you.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here, in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable.
Yeah, I doubt that.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed.
A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find
That was
Edelfrad
specific.
immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelfrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I hear and obey, Lord Captain.
Then move out! Mort, come.
You're literally gonna make me go with this guy, huh? Okay. At least I'll be able to keep an eye on him.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I have a proposition. Since I'm the more important person here, you can go in front of me and shield me from potential threats.
Oh, certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she were to lose one of her precious heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard, a sharp crackle, you are consumed by an unbearable gut-wrenching pain. What? Why would I turn my back on it? Bro, just clocked me, man. I promised you a special destiny, Sokujin. It is time to fulfill it. So I knew it. Let's do this. I fucking rat. Everything that he was doing was rat behavior. His tone was rat behavior. He was always giving information, but not enough. That freaking whatever 18 he said was not really what was going on. The floor 18. But that was just a goose face. No, he just kicked me. Don't kick me.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Vajajir, you two-faced scum, you are one behind this man. I knew it.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my masters sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, The Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Nah, it's not a high chance it's gonna work. What a sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of grok shit. What the hell?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodorus Kerr. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Yeah, and that's your problem, bro.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
The blade flashes in dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drawing on your own thought, replacing them with singular urge. Go to the gate, go to the gate. Fight the voices in your head. Get out, I'm not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel the intruding influence forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step forward. In the gateway arch you see a cogitator with a human, which is a type of digital computer in the period of man, with a human likeness built in the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automatron created from a lobotomized human being. Oh gosh. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of the eye sockets lighting up into ember-like irises. Got it, yeah. It says 100. Oh, I got experience. Succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. The servitor on the gate begins to move with screeching and groaning of metal. It leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn out shriek, much wider than the jaw of any living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with the sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on the green background. A whisper through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that fill your head after Volkir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Examine. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around and find at least something that could work as a weapon. You search in vain. Chamber anteroom is completely empty and perfect working condition. An area of broken panel or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
I didn't mean to click it. The sentinel's jaws clamp around your head, protruding your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops of blood into his throat. And immediately you're hearing humming of the server motors activating the video screen flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaws remain closed and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the sentinel, the conjecture? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem that Anthony coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Flamethrower.
Well, there is still another way.
Yeah, but it won't be this way. Do they not have anything? Dang.
It's about time.
The warrant of trade. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them to be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim the triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thorns. I can't read it fast enough. Not that fast.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Lead the way from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. Basically,
A new challenge for me?
Run, fools, or fall.
oh. Ooh, in half.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Kunrad Vatgir is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, that he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He needed to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Volgar openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind this mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Treating injuries. You click on that, and you click on the person. Got it. Okay.
Not my specialty. Absolutely not.
I'm at your service.
I tire of idleness. Let's
What
move.
says I'm injured? Am I injured? Oh, old injury.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on tactic.
Back into the...
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Yeah, that's bad.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Well, must mean that she's not a true heir. Navigator Sanctum, very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To all
Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Oh crap.
I'll see you terminated!
Oh, we have a tactical phase.
Sacrifice.
How did I move him though? Abilities such as charge, burst fire.
Suits my purpose. Nothing of
Boom,
value has
boom,
been
boom,
lost.
boom! Almost killed 2 of them.
All too easy.
Parried, you filthy casual. Us again. Yeah. You just do melee things. You gotta cleave. Is there here? Cleave.
Reduce to dust! Victory is imminent.
Do a deflection. He's gotta get in. 0 damage.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Friendly fire. Yeah, they can.
Chaos guides me.
So burst attacks can't hurt your friendlies. Give me a shot here. Dang, I thought that was gonna kill.
Already done.
Reload. I didn't even know I needed to reload. That's crazy. Weird. Yeah, look at attacks of opportunity, right? Cleave.
I
Kill
will
them
do
both.
like I took care of this one.
Charge.
Indeed. One fewer target.
Boom. Easy. Your advanced level companions is prevailing in battle. Okay. Awareness demolition. Activate traps. Awareness perception. That's good demo, I guess. Or athletics. Sure. Coercion. Yeah, he's just gonna go straight up that. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. About time. Do the enemies have shit on them? Yes, I know. Okay. You don't need to tell me. A sword? Collect all.
None shall stand in my way.
Wait, attack. Okay. Get through here. Got it. The active part. Oh, there's the autosave.
Death, I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Oh, good call on that one.
Heir, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
So he just gave a future.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is Heir Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Heir?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your conscience shrinks and crawls in deeper, claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing for you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Seer's words bring back a wave of memories of bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something in rushing your tongue, your head is clouded with sickening sense of your own worthlessness. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Dark.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Party controls. There's a box around them, so okay.
Victory awaits!
Well, let's get over here. I'll probably move on from this point. Yeah, I can save the game. So, I bet it's been over an hour, and I usually only do like an hour-long special for the first episode. Thank everybody for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.